At 5, an accused serial rapist is now in custody nearly 8 years after DeKalb County police say that he attacked 4 women. Sylvester Antonio Ray is facing 16 charges, and the break in the cases came with a match on the state's DNA database. Channel 2 investigative reporter Jody Fleischer live now at the DeKalb County Jail tonight with how he was caught.
Justin, investigators tell me the 4 female victims were simply walking along roadways in the Glenwood area of DeKalb County when that suspect attacked. Now, Sylvester Ray is finally here in the DeKalb County Jail, and prosecutors would like to keep him here.
It's very serious charges.
DeKalb District Attorney Gwen Keith-Fleming says it's a case that's been nearly 8 years in the making. The first victim was kidnapped along Shamrock Drive off Glenwood Road in July 2002. Then 4 months later, another case off of Flat Shoals Parkway. 5 months after that, 2 more cases near Candler Road and at Shoal Creek Park off Glenwood.
Which is 16 counts, including charges of rape, aggravated assault, false imprisonment, kidnapping with bodily injury.
At first, DeKalb police worked the crimes as 4 separate cases, but in April of this year, the GBI called to say the DNA from all 4 linked back to 1 rapist.
Or Sergeant Pop at the police department that, based on that, decided to reopen and see if we could actually find a suspect.
Evidence pointed to Sylvester Antonio Ray. They got a search warrant for his DNA, and it matched. Since 2003, he'd been to federal prison, then moved to Indiana. Police brought him back, and the grand jury issued an indictment.
It's tremendous. I mean, that's, you know, you talk about CSI, you see it on TV, and this is one of those instances where it's come to life. The advance of DNA has made it possible to solve these kinds of cold cases.
Now they hope to keep him in jail. A judge granted Ray a bond hearing for next week.
We will emphasize, obviously, the severity of the charges, the concerns of the victims, the connections beyond Georgia.
And the district attorney says this goes to show that victims should never give up hope that their case can be solved. In fact, she's trying to start a cold case unit within her office to handle more than 200 murders and 2,000 sex assaults. I'll have more on that part of the story for you coming up at 6. For now, reporting live in DeKalb County, Jody Fleischer, Channel 2 Action News.
A DeKalb County grand jury indicts a man for 4 rapes, all more than 7 years old. Sylvester Antonio Ray now is in the DeKalb County Jail after DNA linked him to each of the crimes. Channel 2 investigative reporter Jody Fleischer is live at the DeKalb County Jail with what prosecutors are doing to try to close even more cold cases. Jody.
Monica, the district attorney told me this is a great example of why victims should never give up hope that their case can be solved. And she has hope that even more suspects from cold cases will end up here at the DeKalb County Jail if she can get the funding for a new cold case unit.
Which is 16 counts, including charges of rape, aggravated assault, false imprisonment, kidnapping with bodily injury.
It's an indictment that 4 DeKalb County victims have waited years to see. Prosecutors say Sylvester Antonio Ray abducted the women while they were walking in the Glenwood area between July 2002 and April 2003. He's accused of raping them at gun and knife point.
It's very serious charges.
And very serious police work that caught him. At first, officers thought these were 4 separate cases. Then in April of this year, the GBI called to say DNA from all 4 crimes matched 1 suspect. DeKalb police reopened the case and developed Ray as that suspect. They got his DNA and it matched.
It's tremendous. I mean, that's, you know, you talk about CSI, you see it on TV, and this is one of those instances where it's come to life. The advance of DNA has made it possible to solve these kinds of cold cases.
Her office has more than 200 unsolved murders and 2,000 unsolved sex assaults. She'd like to have a team working those cases full-time and has requested $283,000 in next year's budget to make that happen.
So folks are concentrating on other things, having to work cold cases part-time, and it's a testament to if we can solve something like this in a part-time fashion, imagine what we could do if we had a dedicated cold case unit.
Now, a judge has granted Ray a bond hearing for next week, but prosecutors say they will fight vigorously to make sure he stays here at the jail. They believe he's a danger to the community, plus they think he's a flight risk since he was already living out of state when police caught him. Reporting live in DeKalb County, Jody Fleischer, Channel 2 Action News.